This is probably going to be the last drive of my bike. As you can see, I put these ugly mirrors on. And yeah, I'm gonna go sell it tomorrow. And this video will just be like my interpretations of the bike and whether if I recommend for beginners to buy it or not. Let's go this way. Okay, so I hope, fingers crossed, you could hear me and you could hear the bike. There's a good balance between the bike and my voice, but I'm not sure because this is my first time recording. But it's gonna be the only time recording because the next time I'll drive this bike is to send it off to the next owner. But yeah, starting off, I bought this bike at December of 2019. This bike is Yamaha MT-15, or basically, holy shit, there's so much traffic.
Well, no fucking shit.
Stock, this bike has around 19 horsepower, which is quite a significant amount for a 155cc bike. Like compared to like the comparator of this bike, like the CB150, that only has like 15 horsepower. And before buying the bike, that was my two options, either the CB150 or the MT-15. And when I saw that, I was basically sold on the MT-15. Third, the appearance of this bike looks way more sick in my opinion than the CB150. Like this bike looks kind of like the 09 but just a smaller version. I'll put a picture of the 09 here and the picture of my bike here, so you can see that there's like a lot of similarities in the like appearance of the bike, especially in the front. And you could probably keep up with most 300s, or with my riding, you could keep up with quite a lot of 300s. So I could keep up with like a Ninja 300, I could keep up with a 03, I could keep up with R3s. There's also a lot of cracks and pops in this bike, which I like. But you have to play with the throttle to make it sound that good. Please don't be any cops here. But I guess I would say one downside about this bike is that for my time, which I bought it when like the bike was newly coming out, there wasn't that much aftermarket parts compared to like the CB150. But a year passed by, there was so much aftermarket parts, like an exhaust system, carbon fiber bits, which I bought. Although one thing that I wanted to do with this bike before I sold it was putting a ECU on it, because you know, after riding it for 2 years, I feel like it needs more power. But although I have to give it some like how do you say, some props, because it's only a 150. Now moving on to the next thing that I want to talk about. I feel like that the sitting position of this bike is, I mean, really good compared to like the CB150, but compared to like the 390, I feel like I'm so like on top of this bike. I'm not like in the bike. If that makes any sense. Hold up. It's a tunnel runner here. Alright. Anyways, sorry about the tunnel run there. That's one downside that I don't really like about this bike. Like, I don't like when I'm sitting like on top of the bike. I want to be sitting in the bike. What the fuck are you doing, bro? But for what this bike is, I can't really complain about it at all. And I would say that if you're a beginner, if you were a beginner and you were like short and you were small, go for this bike. But if you're like, let's say 175 centimeters, I'd say don't go for this bike. Surprisingly, I'd say go for like a MT-03 or an R3, because I feel like after a while you will get bored of this bike. And like, if you're like driving with like your friends who has like 600cc plus bikes, you cannot catch up with them at all. But like compared to like an R3 or like a Ninja 300, Ninja 400, you can catch up with them. Yeah, so if you're small, buy this bike. If you have like a bigger size, if you're more comfortable on a bike, go for a 300. Cause now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I should have bought a R3. Cause that, you have way more modification and you have more fun, of course, because you have more power, more cc. And yeah, I mean, if you guys are planning to whether start on a 300 or on a 600, I'd say first go for a 300. Oh, GT4, not too shabby, innit? Not too shabby. Drive the 300 for like 6 months and then you can carry on, because like what my brother always says, what's the point? You're not in a rush. You're driving this bike to have fun as your hobby. It's not like you're going to the MotoGP in like 2 weeks, you know? That like you have to practice driving like a 600 or something. And driving the 155 or a 300, it'll get you used to like driving into the traffic. Driving like that. Oh shit, I should go there. Test these new tires out, baby. Some flames action there. Sorry. Like for me, I'm even still having fun on this 155. There's no need for you to rush and buy a 600 and then like crash. You know what I mean? Oh, is that R6? Holy shit. if you look at me, I drove this bike for 2 years. And if you're planning to start at a 600, I'd say think twice, my guy. Alright guys, so that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys really like the mic setup because I spent a lot of money on it. And yeah, just comment down any suggestions or video ideas that you have for me. And please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.